Alright, I think we are live. Hello and welcome everyone to the Free Cheeses streaming channel. My name is Mark and I'm going to be playing Costume Quest. Obviously. I've already beaten this before, but it'd be nice to play again. And I should be joined by my good friend Troy at some point. I think after he gets his food. But okay, let's begin. It's usually just about the candy.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah. So, you know how I'm, like, allergic to crab in a weird way? Like, it just makes me sick?
Yeah.
I found out recently that if I take cream of crab soup, which always makes me sick, and I, like, put, like, dollops of it in, like, regular Maryland crab soup, which I never get sick on, I can enjoy cream of crab without getting sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Life hack.
Well, it's like 3 parts Maryland crab to 1 part cream of crab, so it's not very much cream of crab, but I at least get to taste it.
Okay, well, I am live.
Oh.
No, it's fine. I warned everyone that you were getting food.
Just
I'm at the part.
stop slurping sounds.
I'm at the part where I can pick the boy or girl.
Okay, I'm refreshing.
But which one should I pick? I was the boy last time. I was thinking about being a girl this time, but I didn't. I also didn't want to pick.
Mine's still loading, so I can't even quite see what they look like yet.
No, they're practically twins. They were only born 10 minutes apart.
Oh. Does like the gameplay change depending on who you choose? Like,
Nah, not really.
No?
No. At least.
Go with the chick.
All right. I think their names are Ren and yep, Reynold. There's no voice acting, it's all just dialogue.
My stream doesn't seem to want to load for some reason. Sorry, I'm still muted because I'm like scarfing down my soup.
That's fine. Kind of wish I had this candy corn costume.
Oh, it came up for just 1 second, and then I signed in, and
It has to restart. Giant talking candy. You son of a bitch. I said open up. I said get lost.
I should probably stop refreshing it and just let it do whatever it's trying to do.
Yeah. Tossed him over the freaking door. Now it's gonna jump into the tutorial fight. The missile barrage. What's up? Man, I could barely hear you over the music.
It's okay, the music sounds better.
I know, but now you sound so quiet. I might have to adjust the Skype volume for me. Give you a taste of my rocket fist. That was a kid driving the car. Okay.
It's me, Rocket. They're just not allowed to.
Cat butthole. It's orange.
Is the cat orange or is the butthole orange?
Butthole and balls are orange.
fights just in their minds?
Um,
Or is it just kids playing pretend?
essentially,
That's kind of adorable.
yeah, this looks confusing right now, but it's really not.
Oh, I just saw the capital roll. Keep stopping the buffer for me, I think, which is...
Oh, it is.
You're too close to real time, so we have to slow you down. If you want to experience things live on this live stream, though, you're going to have to fork up.
That's robbery.
I don't... That's just a number I pulled out of my ass.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
To experience the present, please insert your credit card.
So I love going around beating everything with my bag to get candy out of it. Jack-o'-lanterns, trash bags, dumpsters, you know, places where you normally don't pick up candy ever.
Well, that's where you find all the used candy. You know, like hard rock candy in the flavor of like blue raspberry.
Who would throw that away?
I don't know. I root for my cans outside all the time. You know, everywhere. It usually comes in like little plastic bags, though.
Well, as you get costumes while you're in the open world or explore mode, whatever, some costumes have little perks to them. So right now I have the cardboard robot. I have like little skates on my shoes that I can dash around. Help me like go faster and jump up ramps.
As it was loading, I saw the cardboard robot.
Yeah.
And in the fight, and honestly, it reminded me of Megas XLR.
Yeah, it does.
Chick stick giant robots. Giant? I can't talk to them. Also, my mouth is full of buffalo chicken.
Is that what they call it?
In my neck of the woods. Oh, I just now saw him scoot around on his little rollerblades. You jumped off a ramp and it went quest complete.
Yeah.
Was the quest to jump off the ramp?
It was like a side like mini quest.
I don't know, that's a pretty cool quest to me.
I think it was more so to like complete my costume and do all that. Wait, what do you say? Hey dude, there's plenty of candy to go around. I'm a girl, you jerk. Can you believe this, Chauvin?
Jeez. Misogyny. Just because a girl wants to dress up as a robot.
Don't touch me, I ain't your mummy.
I have a feeling kids are probably half adorable, half, like, I don't know, psychonauts. Because it is Double Fine. So
Yeah, that same type of charming humor is still there.
is there a child that, like, I don't know, explodes rodents' skulls with his brain?
No, unfortunately. I'm running away from him. It's like Kevin from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I'm still having the loading issues, honestly. And then in between loading, it's like skipping around.
Oh, really?
I wasn't sure if that was just me, though. It could be Twitch themselves.
Could be.
Still having the buffering issue. It's probably just
So it's probably just you then?
probably. Because I just like went to like the front page and opened up like some random stream, and I was still having the buffering issue. Thanks. I made it because I thought Travis was going to throw rocks at me, but then he started punching instead. Remember to trick or treat for UNICEF.
I will. Alright. Let's see who's at this door. Because when you go to each house, it's either an actual civilian or it's a goblin.
Goblin?
And when it's a goblin, that's when you get into the battle mode.
Oh.
Yay. So candy's like experience.
Yeah, I see there's a little sweet tart bar.
Yeah.
Actually, there's no suspense, because I already know you're gonna get candy from this door.
Alright, well, I won't tell you the next one. It's weird, like, you're talking in present time with me, but you're watching me a few seconds ago.
Yeah. I'm time traveling right now. Into through the path. Hey Mark, don't do that. I've traveled to...
Too late, I already did it.
No! What's it gonna be? Oh! I love how intense the candy get scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's just anime action lines flowing in the background. In that bag of candy is smacking a fire hydrant. It damages the fire hydrant and not the candy bag. The power of steam and it's glorious. This is definitely all in their heads. She did like a little Sailor Moon transformation. Spun around and became into a gigantic knife.
Yeah, that's with every transformation.
Yeah, it's glorious. Oh, so the combat's a little bit like Mario RPG style.
Yeah, there's some like quick time events to depending on the costume, the attacks are different, like how you perform them.
I mean, all things considered, Mario RPG is kind of like quick time events without the button appearing on your screen.
Yeah, but it's like more precise and
Yeah.
not stupid. It doesn't feel gimmicky.
I'm not actually even sure if it's possible to complete Mario RPG without using that. I'm sure somebody knows.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Like if you went throughout the whole game without using any of like the precise action keys.
Oh no, I know the final fight. You have to be precise with every move you do, or else you
Or
won't
you're gonna
win.
get like one shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you'll just do 1 damage.
Oh yeah. I know which part you're talking about. Granted, I played Mario RPG on an emulator.
Yeah, it's probably a little harder on that.
Yeah, so like, there was a legit delay when I pressed the key to when something happened. So I think at the end of that, I had been just, like I think I had like spacebar mapped out to something. And my spacebar actually got a little wonky because I started getting really into it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, now! Slap it. I do like the little, I don't really know how to describe this. Like how, everything looks like it was made for an elementary school.
Like what?
Like, all the art design and, like, the UI and the HUD and stuff, it's stylized in a way where it looks like, I don't know, like a poster you would see in a school.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's cool. Everything has like that nice childish, like nostalgia kind of feel.
Mm-hmm. Like, even the font is kind of like that. Now, there's not very many turn-based games I actually like. Like, I can actually count the number of them
Right.
on one hand. And I don't know if it's just some weird bias I have, but just like when I watch a musical, it's so unbelievable to me that I can't suspend disbelief enough to even play like a video game. Because, you know, in a musical, you know, somebody will just be walking down the street, suddenly everyone will break out into song and dance, and everyone will know the choreography, and everyone will know the words. And for some reason, I find this harder to be immersed in than like hardcore fantasy movies. It's like, no, that could never happen.
Because you don't know if they're actually singing or not.
I guess. I mean, it's just so tacked on usually.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, a gigantic moon-sized space station that can blow up planets with a laser that would probably melt the inside of the space station. Yeah, I can believe that. That's totally understandable. But, you know, people singing and dancing in Hairspray, that's just too much for me. That can never happen. But my point with this is that when I see turn-based games, I seriously feel like they, instead of just standing there, they should just be walking over and just wailing on each other. You know? It's
Right.
like, oh, okay, I'll wait my turn. It's fine. That's why the only real systems with turn-based that I can really get behind are ones where it uses stuff like time units or action points. Because then I can explain it away to myself by saying, oh, all of this is actually just a representation. This is actually only happening in a span of a few seconds.
True. Yeah, like I've always preferred like being able to dodge real time and all that.
Yeah. Like every time I saw the knight getting hit by like that little laser when we were fighting those wizards, it's like just decide. walk up to the punch with your sword.
But I guess it's more viewed as like a game of chess.
I mean, I understand why turn-based. It's just that.
No, I mean I agree.
Suspend my disbelief enough. It's like, oh yeah, a small child turning into a gigantic robot. That's cool. I can understand. But you know, standing in place and fighting each other, no way, that would never happen. Have you like gotten further than this than what you're streaming now?
You mean like as far as me playing the game?
Yeah, like as far as you've gotten into the game.
I've beaten everything.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
Yeah, this is my second playthrough.
Like we were talking with how like I don't know games like Mario RPG, where the precision on the button presses is like you got to be spot on. I was just noticing that this seems to have like a lot of leeway between when you press the button.
Oh yeah, it's a very casual game.
Yeah. But I was curious if it gets tougher to hit later on.
No.
Like later in the game, it always gives you that amount of time.
Yeah, I think it might be a little smaller or quicker depending on the costume, but it's not really difficult overall.
Oh. That's actually good. There's not very many games where you can just sort of play them and just...
It's just that, like, yeah, the enemies get a little tougher. That's about it.
You know, if it was anyone else other than Double Fine, I would say that would probably make the game a little stale. But the fact that it's them, it means that you get to focus more on the humor and the quirkiness.
Yeah, like if you know their background and know where they're coming from when it comes to making, games like this, your standards aren't really, I guess, set as high in terms of like a AAA game.
Yeah, I've tended to notice that Double Fine likes to, other than of course their point-and-click adventure games, they like to stick their feet in the water a little bit in different genres.
Yeah.
They don't really go full dip. I mean, look at like Brutal Legend. I mean, it's like one of my favorite games. But as far as real-time strategy games go, and as far as open world games go, it's still a good game, but it's a bad strategy game and it's a bad open world like free roam game. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it was bad.
Like it's just a little muted in
Yeah.
both regards.
It just feels a bit limited, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just comparing it by
But it's
the-
still fine.
yeah,
it's
a
double
mixture-
fine.
Oh. How long did you have that one?
It's like 5 seconds.
But it like what I really mean to say is like I don't know, compare the free roaming aspect with like all the side missions
Right.
of Brutal Legend to Grand Theft Auto. You know, like it's not really a fair comparison.
No.
But it sort of shows my point that it's like, yeah, they dip their feet in the water, but they can go full tilt.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with budget and timing and all that.
Well, that game was, in terms of budget, like I think didn't it change freaking publishers like 8 times or something
Yeah.
ridiculous like
And
that?
EA was the one who published them.
Yeah. You know, that actually kind of upsets me because, not because EA, but because EA always kind of, EA always kind of goes overboard with its marketing strategies. And I think Double Fine would have come out in a profit if they didn't do all that like TV publicity and Jack Black shit. Like they really advertised the shit out of that game.
And then it makes you wonder how much of it was in their control.
That too. Like in EA's control?
Well, I mean, in Double Fines.
Oh, like
Because they're just the developers, not the publishers.
yeah. I was blaming EA for the advertisement issues.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
But I'm still questioning. Like, I wonder how much Double Fine did have a say in it.
just in general game design or in advertisement.
Advertisement.
Well, I mean, Tim Schafer was in a lot of the ads, so I feel like he probably would have had to sign something.
Hmm.
But that doesn't really mean that your hands aren't tied.
True. See, now you get like a stamp collection in this game, and the stamps are your perks to your characters.
Ooh.
So like each stamp does something different.
Mhm.
So I just got one that increased my attack power and one that increases my HP. And now I'm choosing, and yeah, your candy's also your currency.
So it's XP and currency?
Yeah.
So if you spend your candy, you will level up slower.
Not necessarily. Like it's kind of like two kinds of candy. Like the ones you find on the ground, I think count as the currency, and the ones you get from battle and trick or treating are like your experience.
It's a little confusing, actually.
Yeah, at least I think that's how it is. I have to pay attention next time.
No, I'm looking at the UI and it seems about right because you got that little candy bag in the bottom left. That's like a completely different number from your candy bar at the top.
Mm-hmm. And I think like completing quests and all that gives you more of the currency kind. Damage stun a single enemy for 1 turn. Counterattack or add a chance of dodge. I'm gonna do counterattack.
That is a little slightly confusing for like having 2 different things both named candy. I don't know.
Well, one just says XP. It just looks like candy.
Oh, okay.
But it's still candy, you know.
Yeah, it's brain candy.
Let's see. Both are HP 71. But he has 90 because of the night suit.
That disembodied hand stamp looks really good. Cause I mean, you're going to do a successful defend. That's just more damage for you. Oh, and you bought it. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm a prophet.
So I'm gonna give her the increased HP. Him the increased attack. I think they can only have 1 stamp at a time. Yeah. For now.
So you'd probably want to give the counterattack one to whoever has the most defense.
Well, it's only right now. It's only judging by HP and attack power.
Oh.
But
It
I
looks like they both have the same HP.
yeah, but if you have the Knight suit, you get plus 19. So I gave him more attack, and then I gave the girl more health. So they're a little more even.
Oh no, that's not how you RPG. You gotta min max.
Nope.
You're either full glass cannon or you're full meat.
Not me. I'm a balanced buddy.
Oh.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
But that's not optimal.
Minigame. Oh, great. Ball being for apples.
Yeah, I'll be right back really quick.
Okay. Do it again. I think it's you can do it 3 times per minigame. Oh man. More candy. You make no sense, but I like you. Bet it's the toothbrush. Sweet tooth, creepy treat card. Woo! Meh. Can I buy anything from you now? Not yet. What's over here? No! Oh, too soon. I might take Troy's advice. See how this goes. Thanks, grown up. Fancy kid. No, I don't want to go through yet. I didn't get to explore the rest of the neighborhood. Okay, cool. Oh, didn't want to do that. Trick or treat! Oh no! Alright. Let's do this shit. I get kind of a Dexter's Laboratory vibe when I see the robot. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I goofed. I just could have killed him. I don't know why I did this. He has 10 HP. Now 1. Hey, you're just dead. Did all these right? Yeah. Woo. Nothing. Okay. Shoop. I have all the stamps for now. Hi.
Hey, I had to do really interesting stuff, like take the trash out and take the bed sheets out of the dryer.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, but I made up for it because on my way back up, I felt festive and I grabbed some apple cider.
Is it warm apple cider?
It's room temperature. So, by technicality, I would say it was warm.
Not the warm I'm thinking of, though.
I mean, it could be a lot colder.
Yeah, it could be a lot warmer, too.
If we go by this logic, then pretty much everything that exists on Earth is neither warm nor hot or cold.
Neither yes or no.
Maybe so.
Or in or out or up and down. That's enough Katy Perry lyrics for today.
I wanted to continue, but something in my chest just held me back.
Yeah, hit trash cans through the wall. Can I get this bird? No.
I mean, I was gonna keep going with the Katy Perry lyrics, but I don't think anyone would think I'm funny when I tell the punchline wrong.
Ha. 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 Wait, can I go to this door? Oh, it's my own house. Derp.
You can't go in your own house?
Nope.
What? What sick Orwellian shit is this? I think it's time for me to refresh the stream. Because it's doing that load, then stop, then thing. You know when the stream goes
Yes. Exactly that.
It's like...
It's
if
like
you
a
ever
yip
had,
yip yip sound.
No, not quite. It's like when you're playing I don't know, like an online game, and you get some lag, and all of a sudden the lag catches up to what's actually happening, and everyone just goes just for a second.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, I do know that. Kind of like disheartening at first to hear. Might make you poop a little.
Probably. Not sure where you're going with this.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't manage to mute that one. I've been doing so well.
Was that a sneeze?
No, it was a cough.
Oh.
Like, it's almost gone, but it's just hanging on just a little bit.
Your Brachiosaurus.
My Brachiosaurus in my throat. It's been gone for so long, but for the longest time I've been coughing. See, I'm playing a psychological game here. I keep making people think that I'm going to start talking in song lyrics, but then I just change it to a different song.
But you're still talking in song lyrics.
No.
So you're not really tricking them.
Well, it's more like leading them on.
Well, that's just rude. Nobody likes to be led on, Troy.
No one likes to hurt that much.
I don't know if I should go through the doors now or try to get past this lady.
You know, I noticed that sparks coming off of your little rollerblades while you're going around in the grass collecting the dirt off the ground. You dirty child.
Uh-huh.
And it makes me wonder, like, you remember those things where you would spin the wheel and there would be like sparks on the inside? And it would go like usually it would be like on toy cars or something.
Oh, yeah.
And the sparks would be separated by glass or whatever, so nobody would get hurt. Why would you not put those on roller skates?
That's a good question.
Then you could just be sparkling all over the place, just on your rollerblades, just like. I guess maybe the friction would make it difficult to skate,
Baby.
but I still think it's a good idea. What?
dialogue.
No. I thought for a second that I failed to mute the cough that I just muted to cough for.
Nope, but you just told everyone.
No.
Right. I'm missing something and I don't know what.
It said until every house has been looted of candy or something.
But I gotta find like pie ingredients.
The old lady won't move until you get pie ingredients.
Yeah.
I just saw a manhole. Their sewer's a good place to get pie ingredients.
I was already in there.
Oh. Did you find any pie ingredients?
No. I can't get in here until I have a more patriotic costume. Which
What's more patriotic than a gigantic robot?
You know, that's a good question. I need one more piece. Maybe it's the schematics, I don't know. To make the Statue of Liberty costume.
That sounds pretty patriotic.
Yeah, I'm missing a piece and I don't know where.
Can I just say how well behaved these kids are? I mean, they switch costumes, and not single one of them is like, no, I want to be the knight.
Well, no, because as soon as they met, they're like, hey, you want to trade?
Yeah. They're adorable. And they switch back, too. They're just like, hey, we can do whatever we want. So I guess each section of town is like locked off until you complete a certain objective.
I suppose. And like I feel like whatever I'm missing, like I'm overlooking it, and it's such a small detail. Oh, there it is. I had to talk to this other Abe Lincoln.
The other Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them.
Well, there were like 8 mummies earlier.
Yeah. Oh, 4 Lincolns.
Ugh. It's 477.
That little bitch.
I like Everett. He's a nerd.
He's a what?
I like Everett. He's a nerd.
I mean, they're all pretty much nerds.
Yeah, but when she was like, yeah, no, this is a patriotic costume, he was like, actually, it's a symbol of freedom from tyranny, which is actually a side thing from patriotism. Doesn't necessarily imply. It's like, yeah, I like Everett. I connect to him on a very deep level.
There's a squirrel in this tree who keeps throwing shit at me.
Fuck that squirrel up. You got a candy bag.
Won't let me. Alright, now did I don't know, did that help at all?
Did this game come out on President's Day or something?
I don't think so.
I mean, all these Abe Lincolns.
They're just really patriotic people. I don't know.
Oh, switch to the knight and pull out the shield so you can get to the cherry under the trees without the squirrel like
Oh, you genius. Why did I forget that?
just popping you. I'm not a genius, I just have to deal with this every day of my life. There's an evil squirrel that lives in my tree outside my house. And I have to hold my book bag up every single time I go off to class.
That was the pie ingredient.
Ooh. Making progress.
I'll let him be robot.
I love watching past you suddenly react to things I've said, like a minute ago.
It's really strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Just all of a sudden, you just pull up the menu, instantly switch to the night.
It's not so bad when you're just a viewer and you're not on Skype with me.
Yeah. Her name is Putter Pam. That's adorable. Hi, I'm Miss Putter Pam. I can make pie.
I make pies out of people.
No, Putter Pam. Don't do that. I'm out of time. You're not. Horrible banana fest. What's this game rated?
Pretty sure E.
That makes me appreciate that even more.
There's a kind of it's not really a spoiler, I guess. There's a Easter egg later in the game where there's another kid in a banana suit and he makes a reference. I mean, his name is Job and it's a reference to Arrested Development. And he's like I took a screenshot of it, I forgot the exact words, but it was like something about how expensive his banana suit is. It's like, oh yeah, sure, pick on the guy in the $500 banana suit. Come on!
One thing I always love about Arrested Development references is how insanely subtle they are.
Yeah.
Like, unless you have watched the show, which I haven't.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
Seriously,
man.
not.
It's I don't know, like at first it's a little weird to get into, especially if you don't know anything about it. You just don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But like towards the end, you're like the writing, like you're gonna love it.
Like, I really feel like I should watch it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
Everything I've heard about it has made me want to. Like, an example of the really super subtle references. After we saw TMNT, like, we watched that movie, but once the movie was over, you guys were talking like, oh, did you catch the Arrested Development reference? What could there have possibly been? It turns out the sandwich he was making.
yeah, it was a Job sandwich.
Yeah, the sandwich he was making was a reference. It's like, really? Wow. That's so subtle. And that's really cool, actually. That sounds like the more subtle the reference, the better a reference is. Because then otherwise you're just casually spouting a catchphrase.
Right.
Hey, listen. My opinions. Statue of Liberty costume when you go into battle.
Yeah, you're still a female because Everett's a Statue of Liberty right now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must be really confusing for Everett right now. What is this? Why does my voice sound like this?
Just start speaking in French.
Parlez-vous français?
I'll get to him in a second.
their heal ability was to go up into the air and spew an American flag as ghostly Abraham Lincolns float around you.
Yep.
That's amazing. Also, did you notice the tablet on Lady Liberty said October 31st?
Yes.
Yeah. Halloween. Could you imagine getting that much candy from your house? You just walk up and they dump everything and they're just...
It's like end of the night, like, no one, I'm done. You're the last kid. Congratulations, jackpot.
You win the lottery.
Get out of here.
Go home.
Like they just give you their bowl with the candy in it. They don't even try to take it out. Here, you want this couch too? Because I'm sick of this as well.
Kinda smell.
You start getting other like useless yard sale items that never sell.
Just get, like,
You get all this emotional baggage.
I caught that. It's double fine. An emotional baggage. Psychonaut. What these goblins are reminding me of, not to be talking about other games, but sticks.
You can talk about whatever. Don't matter.
I know. We spent like 5 minutes talking about the rest of the development references. So, but yeah, the goblins with their hoods and the fact that the goblins with sticks.
Oh yeah.
Haven't played it yet, but man, does it look good. Like if I had to choose two of my favorite genres when it comes to games, it'd be like turn-based strategy. Not turn-based RPG, turn-based strategy. I'm not contradicting myself here.
Are you sure about not contradicting yourself?
Yeah.
Because aren't you still taking turns? Like it's not real time.
No. See, the difference is in a turn-based RPG, people are standing there for like 2 minutes, just staring at each other while you choose what to do. But in a turn-based strategy game, people are standing there for 4 months while you choose what to do. Big difference.
Standing there for how long?
4 months.
That sounds worse.
No. It's even better in Civ 5 when they're standing there for literally hundreds of years.
I don't know.
I'm not contradicting myself here.
Right.
But it's turn-based strategy games and well, actually I should say 4X games. If you don't know what that is, because I feel the need to explain this every single time.
Hold on. Sorry.
Get those demons out of there.
They always come in pairs.
But since I feel that... coughing fit over. Since I feel the need to explain this every single time I say the word, but instead of turn-based strategy, I should say 4X games, which means explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. So like games like Civilization, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of the opposite.
I love those games, and I love stealth games. I love stealth games.
Stealth games are fun. It's just I either suck at them or most of them aren't as realistic as I would want them to be.
Probably, yeah. Like
Bit of
the big
both.
issue with a lot of stealth games have is that generally, if you get caught, you want it to still be fun.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of stealth games where after I get caught, I really just kind of want like, okay, no, I want to reload because that wasn't cinematic enough. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, no, I'm not an action movie hero if I get caught there. I need to get caught like just after performing the assassination.
Right.
But from what I've seen of Styx, he plays like an old ass goblin. I haven't played it yet, but I really want to get it. It seems like a return to form for stealth games, because the emphasis is less on combat and more on, you know, just not getting caught.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But in other news, my bag just got upgraded.
Now you got double bag. You got happy bag.
Yeah, it looks more like a tote.
Oh, tote bag.
Like a little tiny tote.
Do you have a tag for that tote?
No.
Seems like you're carrying a lot of baggage.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no. I told you to expel those demons with those sneezes. Clearly you didn't. Now your humors are out of balance.
You're out of balance.
You're right, I'm kind of like on my tailbone right now. Just rocking back and forth.
Yeah, I knew that.
Do you have a camera set up?
No, I just know things.
Except to use your shield when a squirrel's throwing nuts at you.
I used it eventually. That counts.
After I
But-
told you.
Yeah, but I could have chose not to listen.
And I never even played this game. And you beat it. What excuse do you have?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone.
Now I gotta continue the whole song.
No. No, I don't. I could really treat the internet and pull out an instrument and complete the whole song with that.
That's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I got a kazoo.
Maybe later. Beat him with my candy pail.
Whoa, language.
Whack!
This is a family stream.
I'll probably stop. I'll see how far I get by 8:30. That'll be like an hour and a half.
30 is an hour and a half from now?
What?
30 is an hour and a half from now? I really am time traveling.
I love when they explode into candy.
I love it when people do that too.
Makes me wonder if they're piñatas.
Maybe you just have, like, the Skittles touch.
Probably.
That's a terrifying way to go.
What was like? What was one of the earliest costumes that you remember dressing up as?
Earliest that I remember, or earliest that I've known I've worn?
Just if you know what your first costume was.
My first costume apparently was a little pumpkin.
A little pumpkin, well, like as a baby.
Yeah. I don't know if you can count that as one.
I mean, I guess you can, but like, okay, but I guess you saw that from like photographs or whatever.
Yeah.
So then, what's your earliest memory?
My earliest memory is being SpongeBob. Yeah. I had this gigantic like foam cube that I was sat inside, the little face hole,
Nice.
and like SpongeBob's face was painted along the front. It was a homemade costume. I didn't do it because I was like 8 or something, and I have no fucking clue what I was doing. But you know, it was pretty awesome. I just remember wearing it. I don't even really remember what I did in it. I just know that it felt kind of cozy.
Well, that's cool. I think mine was a cowboy.
Just a cowboy?
Yeah, but the T-shirt, like it was a T-shirt that had the costume drawn on the shirt. Like it was pre-made. Like it had the vest, the sheriff badge, the bandana.
Oh.
I had my own hat, and I had like a fake painted like 5 o'clock shadow or a mustache. I think it was a mustache.
How old were you?
I was probably like about 4, 3, and then outside of Halloween, my dad used to work at a tuxedo like factory.
Tuxedo Factory?
I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a factory or like a warehouse. It's probably more of a warehouse
Yeah.
because like, a lot of people would run out suits from them, and like he would help like custom fit them and like like
Oh.
steam dry them or whatever, steam clean,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Like a tuxedoorium, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he used to take me and my brothers to his job and just hang out there, and we'd bring our little TV and Super Nintendo and just play games. And I know he would take some of the I believe it was some kind of fabric material from that warehouse, and he would make us custom Batman capes.
Oh my god.
So we had to like safety pin them together, but then we had little finger and thumb holes at the end of the cape so we could actually
Like stick your arms through them and go like, ah!
yeah.
Awesome.
So you could like actually like cover yourself like Batman. Crap.
Just pull up your cape and cover your face and just slink away.
Yeah, like
Dark.
because we had like different like costume like pajamas, and one of them was Batman. But the cape that comes with that is stupid. It's because it's a little Velcro cape and it's tiny.
Yeah.
So I wanted like the real cape.
Like the drake down to like your nipples.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it might have touched the floor
Like just floated behind.
because I was like a foot or 2 foot tall. And eventually I had like the rubber cowl mask from like Batman Returns, which didn't really fit well. The ears were floppy. What's up?
I'm going to need to Google exactly what the cowl looked like.
I'll be able to find a picture probably,
I'm doing it right now.
but I don't know if you'll find the right one. At least I think it was Batman Returns. Had to have been.
One thing I always noticed about the Batman is that his neck always seems so stiff in that costume.
Yeah.
Even in the movies, like if he just looked in a different direction, he had to move his entire head to crane his neck.
I know within that Dark Knight trilogy they pointed that out because like his costume kept getting advancements throughout the movies.
By the last movie, it looked more like a combat suit.
Yeah.
There were a lot of areas on it. I think it was pretty good. At least you, as a 1 foot tall child baby, were not wearing the Batman Forever suit with the nipples.
I did want it though.
With the bat nipples?
Yeah. I mean at that age I didn't care about the nipples.
At that age, you don't even really see the nipples. You're just like,
I mean like yeah you get minorly confused about it, but then you just look past it after that like that 1 second.
I'm not sure if it's because I was too young to remember or if I just genuinely didn't care, but I don't really remember getting traumatized by the bat nipples.
No.
I was probably more traumatized by Jim Carrey in that movie.
Oh, and then I remember being Wolverine. I remember being the Gold Ranger.
The Gold Ranger?
Yeah.
Like yellow, except not?
No, it was during the it was like during like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger like seasons, like because there was a few of them, and like they would go through like, of course, the original. Then you had the Green Ranger, you had the White Ranger, and then you had like the alien, like the Alien Rangers, where it was like three of them, and they needed water to live.
Oh,
Like they had gills.
weird.
And the original guy, Jason, if I can remember it correctly, like he like fused with some like high spirit or something like that, and it like divided him into like three people, like three Jasons.
Jason.
But like, but they all like merged into like one, and then he was like a black Power Ranger with gold outlining and like a gold chest plate, and he had like a staff. It might have been with the Zeo Rangers.
I'm checking it out now, and I think I see who you're talking about.
Yeah, for some reason I really like that one. I don't know why.
He's got like a I don't know, like a metal piece that like drapes over his shoulders.
Mm.
Yeah. Man, how weird do you think it would be to get split into three people and then have those three people fused into a same person that is not you?
I have to see that episode again. It was strange.
I don't. It just sounds very.
Like I had the action figure of him, and I was like, oh, this is so cool because like I was a big fan of Jason. And I mean, and Tommy, of course. Like, who didn't like Tommy?
I don't even necessarily remember who was who. Jason was the red one, right?
Yeah, because I remember when that show first aired, I wanted the Red Ranger toy because I was a sucker for the Mary Sue main characters of anything. I always had to be the leader. Besides Ninja Turtles.
I think I usually just look for my favorite color.
But I think secretly it was just a color choice, and he had a T-Rex.
Yeah. I was divided because I really liked pterodactyls, but I didn't really like Ranger.
Yeah, now, see, that pterodactyl was red, wasn't it?
I think.
It had to have been, because when you fuse it with the Megazord, the pterodactyl is the chest. And it's
I'm
red.
doing so much Google image searching.
That always bothered me as a kid. I was like, it's a pink ranger, but this is a red and white Zord.
Yeah, it looks like in some of the pictures that look older, it's red and white, but in some of the newer pictures, it's got like pink outlines along the top.
Oh yeah, like by the time like the movie came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they realized
Because
that
everything got remade there, but they're also wearing like 40-pound suits.
with like, oh man, I completely forgot what like everything looked like, and I'm now seeing the suits from the movie for the first time. I mean, not the first time, but feels like the first time. Feels
Yeah,
like
they
the
look
very
good.
first time. They look like they're made out of vinyl.
Yeah, I think it was like some kind of like rubber.
That sounds uncomfortable. Those poor actors.
Imagine the people who were into Ninja Turtle suits.
Oh. I wonder if anybody died.
No, nobody did. Like there was a few times where like people would pass out or like the masks themselves would I think they had like some kind of like I know there was a bunch of wires hooked up through the back that had like some kind of cooling unit, but it didn't really last that long because they get so sweaty so quick.
Then the cooling unit just starts spewing sweat at them.
And then it's like as soon as the scene is done, they have to like try to quickly take it off without trying to ruin everything as fast as they can, so they can, you know, stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Because these are like people doing like full-blown martial arts in these suits, and they're about like 50 pounds,
Whew.
maybe heavier.
That makes me wonder who is in those suits. Good martial artists.
I know, like I've seen all their faces, and I know one of them is actually in the movie, like in person as like a cameo.
Huh.
In the very first movie, when there's a pizza guy delivering the pizza to Michelangelo, he's wearing like a Domino's outfit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, I believe, is Michelangelo's like stunt double. Like he's not the voice actor. He does all the martial arts.
Yeah, he's the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's why in that scene, you never see Michelangelo's face in the same frame as that pizza guy. You just see a hand come up and take the box.
Yeah.
So that could have been anyone's hand, like not being in the full suit.
Could have been my hand.
Right. And the guy who was in Donatello's outfit, he actually has a starring role in the second movie as the Asian kid, Kino.
Kino always looked really short to me.
Yeah, but he was the one doing all Donatello's stuff.
That's really cool. Yeah, how did they get him to look tall in the Donatellos?
I don't know.
That's.
I mean, the suit it could be like a Spartan outfit, just add some height to you.
Costume material, paper mache. I had an idea for like I don't know, like a spaceman, I guess astronaut costume.
Oh yeah.
To like make it myself, like get like a plastic bowl or something. And I'm keep in mind when I mean astronaut, I mean actually mean like cosmonaut, like old style, like astronaut costume.
Yeah.
And I figured I would get like a plastic bowl, like put it over my head, make sure it fits, and then just wrap it up with paper mache. And then I would have my helmet made completely out of paper mache, which would not be the least bit fragile. Seems like a good idea, right?
I mean, as long as you can breathe.
Through paper mache? No, it's not possible. Oh, is this the villainous?
Yeah. I think this is a boss fight. Yep.
Wow. Or I'll take the staff and make it even more ugly than you are now. Are you sure this game is ready?
Not 100% sure, but I feel like I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. He's a lot more intimidating in Polar Red Zone. Oh, he's a wimp. Now, like the little candy circle on an ability you just recently used, is that like your cooldown, or do you need to build something up in order to use it?
What is it?
There are some abilities that they have like a little continual thing
Yeah.
on the top of them. Does that just mean you just can't use them yet?
Yeah, it's just building up between turns. I think it's like every 3 turns or something.
But you don't get it on the first turn.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess that does sort of prevent you from just rocking certain enemies the second you fight stuff. Oh yeah, remember how I mentioned I don't like JRPGs?
Yeah.
The fact that I play D&D is not a contradiction. I swear.
No. Yeah, totally.
Totally not a contradiction.
I think my favorite... What?
No, first.
Oh, so my favorite costume in this game, I guess it's kind of a spoiler. It's the unicorn. Cause I was gonna dress up as that for Halloween, not the in battle mode version, like that, like the kid crafty homemade version. But then I thought I was gonna get confused with like My Little Pony or something.
Well, even if you did, then you'd just be a little pony.
True.
I mean, I feel like it's all the same stuff. You as a unicorn versus you as a My Little Pony. They're none too different.
No.
I want this cough to go away so bad. The internet's gonna get confused because the first time they're hearing my voice is like when it's raspy. And I'm gonna come
Doesn't
back
sound
in.
that much different.
I'm gonna come back in and it's gonna be like, just all of a sudden, just peanut butter smooth. You'll be like, whoa, where'd that come from?
I like peanut butter crunchy.
I can't talk to you anymore. I'm gonna have to go.
What? Don't you like that one too, though? Like,
I-
but then, don't you like it crunchy?
That license plate said Evil Fall.
Yes, it did.
You know, is that a reference to something? I can't quite tell.
I don't think it's that much of a reference.
I don't know, I'm just looking out for them. See, the issue is that I live under a rock, so I might take note of something but not realize it's a reference.
I'm trying to find a save point.
Nowhere is safe. That is actually something that's kind of weird. Like, most console games don't let you just save wherever you want. Why is that? Is it like a problem with the hardware?
I'm not sure.
Because I never really fully considered it. It's like 90% of PC games just let you save wherever. You know, it's just like, oh, you want to save? Go for it, bro. But like console games, it's like, no, you gotta find a save point. No, you have to wait for a checkpoint. No, you gotta wait for the autosave. You know?
Mm-hmm. I feel like it should always be autosave, but...
Oh yeah. Like, remember how I was mentioning old games sometimes have terrible design?
Mm-hmm.
Once I finally get you to play Fallout, I'm going to be reminding you to save like every 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Because
I'll just set an alarm on my phone.
Cause there's no autosave. None at all. And
I mean,
a lot of old games are like that.
I guess not to confuse people, we're talking about the very, very first one.
Yeah.
Not Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
Just the absolute first Fallout.
Which I haven't played either. Shocking.
Fallout 3 or New Vegas?
Yeah. I've only played a little bit of 3. Like, I like just made it to Megaton.
They're good games. Like,
yeah.
There's no doubt about that. The fact that I like the original more does not mean that I think this is also bad. It's just like, but yeah, a lot of old games are like that. You play for like 5 hours, getting really intensive, really getting into this. And then you make one bad decision, everything goes to shit, and you realize, oh fuck, I'm not serious. You gotta do that. And you gotta do it all. And at that point, once you've already gone through that stuff, doing it again just doesn't work.
Yeah, but I also hate like not playing a game for so long and you kind of forgot what you were doing.
Yeah.
I have that problem with Stalker right now.
Oh.
So I want to get back into it. I'm like, I forgot what I was doing.
That's why I really appreciate games that let you save and make a name for the save.
Yeah.
Because then you
Most point-and-click adventures have that.
yeah. Because then you can like leave a little note for yourself.
Right.
Or you can just describe what you're doing at the time. Like, I think, I'm pretty sure at one point while playing Fallout 2, I loaded it back up after a long time of not playing. And one of my save files, and I quote, was something along the lines of, I'm going to punt this kid to the choo-choo train of Dick Fucktown or something. and it's like it's very obvious that I made that save file just because I was about to kick a kid in the face, and I didn't want to, like, I wanted to reload after I did it. I don't know. It's just little helpful notes like that. You know, for kicking kids in the face.
Yeah.
But you can only do that in the non-censored version.
But wasn't it only a certain region as well?
Yeah, like Europe, I think,
Yeah.
was the censored one. America, you can kill kids all you want. It's really comical to me, though. Like, I probably shouldn't talk about this now. I should probably talk about this once I actually get you to play Fallout. But it's really comical to me the way they censored it. Because they didn't just remove the kids from the code. They just made them invisible. And, like, non-interactable. So they're still there. They still have scripting and everything. They're just ghost kids. It's just really fun.
Yeah, it'll be better once I actually get to it, which will be sooner than expected.
Yeah. I'm excited to backseat the game.
Don't you always? No.
Squirrel. Wait.
Yes.
I'm still trying to grab it. Whoa, nice spaceman stiff costume.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. No big deal.
Got a jetpack. Now, if like the transformation and fighting on like a party pod is all in their head, makes me wonder what the deal with the goblins is. Maybe it isn't all in their heads. Maybe they actually turn into representation of the costume.
You think they're all just LARPing?
The goblins are actually just people with face paint.
No, I mean, they could be real goblins, but they're not actually fighting. They're all pretending.
That would explain the turn-based part of this whole thing. It's because they actually are just standing there staring at each other before they decide to move. Then again, actual LARPing does not involve that.
True.
I mean, I guess it depends on the LARP. I just want to hit somebody. And then throw like a sock, a rolled up sock that I had in my pocket and pretend it's a fireball. Ooh, surprise attack. I like that. Like, it's actually really minor, and I'm probably thinking way too much of it. But the like mechanic of a surprise attack in games like this, where you sneak up behind the enemy and you get the benefit in the actual combat,
Yeah.
it sort of adds extra metagame to the freaking overworld. Because generally, you're just walking from battle to battle, occasionally picking up items, realistically speaking, solving a couple puzzles.
Right.
And the surprise attack adds a little extra to it.
Crap. No.
Oh, the future does not sound very bright. Oh no, Ren.
It's okay. I made it out. Spoiler.
You're even worse than people talking about The Walking Dead on Facebook.
They're still doing that?
I haven't looked. I'm just assuming.
Man, I knew that was a thing, but
that he sparkles when he poses after the battle.
It also kind of has a, I said earlier when you left, it's kind of has a Dexter's Laboratory feel to it as well.
The game or the robot?
No, the robot.
Yeah, I can see that. It also looks like you can transform into a robot. Wow, that grenadier does a lot of damage. Cough time. Okay, I'm good.
There we go.
You're not even fighting goblins anymore. You're fighting trowbogs. Trobogs? Trow? Mark, this is important. Is it tro or trow?
How's it spelled?
T-R-O-W.
I would say Tro. Kind of like tow truck.
Trotuck?
Yes.
Maybe. There's like this other game fantasy thing that has tro or trow in it. And they pronounce it a certain way, and I don't remember. It's like one of Bungie's like old games. Myth? There's trow or tro in that game, and they pronounce it at several points. And I feel like that's going to be the definitive answer. That's what's going to tell us the correct way to pronounce those. It's important. I need to consult the archives.
Well, I just saved it. So.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Finally done with this. Jeez. No, it looks like an interesting game. Not my cup of tea, but I don't know.
It's a bit of a slow start with the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But once I get past this part, I'll actually be in the working part of the mall.
Ooh.
And
So
then it
gets more interesting?
Yeah, because I keep finding more costumes, and I'll do different stuff, and then I'll have a third member going around with me.
And you solve puzzles and stuff with the costumes and...
A little bit.
Yeah.
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 Alright, well, I will... I know I'll do it sometime this week. I will jump back into this.
Yeah. I mean, it is Double Fine, so, like, I'd probably be content just to watch the cutscenes.
Alright, I will catch all you viewers if you're watching. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out more stuff, check out thefreecheese.com. And I will see you later.
Bye!